Okay, it looks like we picked up a few more attendees. So I want to just kind of start and say I appreciate everybody taking some time to learn how they can grow their business and earn more on every return with the CIT model. My name is Mike Mcdowell. I'm the Director of Sales here, and I'm going to run through the presentation with you. So we appreciate you being here. So today we're going to discuss why CIT is the best solution for tax professionals that use bank products to collect their fees. We'll discuss our difference to the traditional model by comparing industry standards to what we've created. These examples will show how bank product pricing got out of control to the point where take rates for bank products is on the decline across the country, everywhere except CIT, that is. We'll also discuss our bank and software partners and share a few success stories from longtime CIT users. And then we'll open up the floor for some questions before we move into a TaxWise Online demonstration. So at CIT, we have reversed the trend of increasing prices by creating partnerships with industry leaders that share our vision. We've drastically lowered fees, which translates into increased take rates on bank products. The lower fees also give our ERO partners a competitive edge so that they can make more money on each return while growing their business faster. So what does CIT provide? Well, most importantly, our EROs give their clients federal and state refund transfers for free. That means your client is only going to pay your preparation fees, and it's up to you what you charge. We simply deduct $15 from your prep fees. The rest will go to your bank account. So for example, if you charge $215 in preparation fees, Republic is going to deduct the $15 and send $200 to your bank account. And again, you charge the customer what you want. All you're ever going to pay us is $15 per return. And you're going to pay nothing up front. We don't charge you anything to join us. There are no yearly software license fees. There's no renewal fees. There's no long-term commitment with us. You just sign up each year. You want to take advantage of our pricing. And again, you're going to pay nothing for the software. You're going to get easy to use professional tax software for free. And if you have multiple locations or want to grow and open new locations, we'll give you additional licenses for free. See, our growth goals rely on your business being successful. So we're here to help you. You'll know exactly what you're going to pay. There's no last-minute surprises, no hidden fees. We keep it very transparent. It's $15 a return, and that's it. We also make it very easy to join our group. Just go to our website, joincit.com, and sign up. It'll take a minute of your time. Now, I'd like to make a point of the traditional model that most EROs are used to, because it's important to take note of trends and why bank product take rates are decreasing across the market. For years now, EROs have been buying software and then having to charge the taxpayers $50 to $80 or more on every bank product. This table shows the average fees of some of our competitors. The technology and transmission fees charged by software range from $14 to $29 with Crosslink. In addition to the transmitter fees, the average bank fee for a federal RT in 2018 will be $39.95, plus an extra $10 for the state RT. Look how quickly these fees add up. Many taxpayers are paying $65 to $75 for bank products. And if the ERO is buying software through a service bureau, they are likely having to charge much more, oftentimes over $100 because of additional service bureau fees. Now compare the average cost of bank products to the CIT model on the right, which is just $15 per return. These savings are significant, and they add up to thousands of dollars very quickly. In fact, every 100 bank products an ERO puts through Crosslink, they could save $6,000 or more had they used our model. For those of you who have higher volumes, you can see these savings become incredible. Now look, we realize bank product customers have extra forms to fill out. Many of them have to come back in and pick up checks, and most of them call 50 times asking about their money. But since you're the ones doing all the work, any fees charged for bank products should be paid to you. All right, so let's talk about what products we offer and how we're able to bring this pricing to market. Basically, we've used our significant volume to convince industry-leading partners to share our vision of eliminating junk fees so that you can grow your business faster. Our partnership with Republic Bank allows us to offer a wide range of bank products. The taxpayer will have the normal options of check, direct deposit, a prepaid card, or Walmart's direct to cash. All of these products are available in all states, and they are all free to your clients. I'm going to add a handout of our bank application with Republic so that you can see that prep fees are the only things that are deducted from this refund. And we always get asked, are you able to offer the taxpayer advance? The answer is yes. Your clients can receive up to $2,500, usually within 24 hours of the time we receive the acknowledgement from the IRS. It's easy to use. The application process is built right into the existing bank application that's inside TaxWise. The cost of this loan is $68. This fee is the only other fee you may see in the CIT model if you offer this product. Despite our best efforts, we couldn't convince the bank to loan millions of dollars for free, but it's available for you. Now, our software partner is TaxWise, and while you can choose either the desktop or the online versions, we suggest TaxWise Online. If you haven't already moved to an online environment, you should be thinking about it. Working in the cloud eliminates the need for servers, and installing the program to a network, which usually requires updating operating systems so that servers and workstations run smoothly. Oftentimes, EROs have to hire technicians before every tax season to make sure everything is installed properly. Well, the TaxWise Online requires no updating the program and no backing up your system. All you need is an internet connection and a good browser, and you can access your database from anywhere, which really makes managing your business much easier, especially when you have multiple locations. We can also provide you with multiple office management tools, as well as individual and multi-office reporting capabilities. TaxWise Online has a new feature called the Vault, which allows you to attach all of the returns supporting documents right to the return in TaxWise Online. And that's a free service for all of our CIT customers. There's a data conversion available for just about all of the major tax programs out there. It's easy to complete, but we will walk you through that process. And with CIT, you get access to the TaxWise Power Package, which means you get all modules with all states for all modules. And again, it's no cost to you. And we've been in the tax industry collectively over 30 years, and this will be the 4th season that we've offered this industry-changing program. Each year, our results get better and better, and I want to share a few with you. First, we have achieved exponential growth and nearly 100% renewal rate. Our preparers don't go anywhere, and you can't blame them. We have a very strong community here at CIT, and one of our most valuable assets is our private Facebook group, where we have hundreds of our partners that share ideas and help each other throughout the year. We also have some amazing success stories of real preparers who have turned their businesses around with our model, going from having to charge $150 of bank products to nothing. Our average client comes to us with 60 to 65% take rate on bank products, and they usually end up over 80% because they have the flexibility to offer free bank products. And finally, we have a great referral program out there. For every return that you refer to us, we'll pay you $1 on every return that you refer. So I hope that I've shown you how using a CIT model can help you grow your business and your bottom line. I hope that means that you're ready to join, and we've made it very easy to join. You just go to our website, joincit.com, and click Get Started to sign up. There's a lot of good information there on the website. Once you're enrolled with CIT, it's our goal to make sure that you and your preparers are 100% ready to go on the first day of e-filing. We offer bi-weekly training webinars, as well as several recorded trainings on our YouTube channel. Now, the bank training will be provided by Republic Bank, and they're going to ensure that you and your preparers are experts on bank products and the Easy Advance. At this point, I want to open up the floor to questions. If you have any, go to the GoToWebinar chat box, and we can get them answered for you. We're going to give you guys a couple of minutes to go ahead and ask any questions you might have. And for those of you that are not familiar with TaxWise or TaxWise Online, after this question and answer session, I hope you'll stay on with us a little bit. We're going to show you some highlights of TaxWise Online. Okay, so it looks like there's a question. There are no tiers. Yeah, there are tiers. It's asking about the easy advance, and I can try to flip back to that. There are basically three loan amounts for Republic Easy Advance. Your customers can get $1,000, $1,500, or $2,500 if they're approved. Their refund amount is going to determine which one of those amounts that they get, and the cost is $68 if the loan is approved for them. It is a flat fee. I have a question. Can we sign up even though we don't have an EFIN yet? We do require an EFIN to be able to enroll with us. If you haven't applied, you'll want to go to eServices and apply for your EFIN there. You'll have to send in a fingerprint card, and it'll take probably 6 weeks. But keep us in mind and give us a call whenever you get it, and we'll try to help you out where we can. You can use the program on a Mac. You just need to download the Google Chrome application for that, and then yes, you can use TaxWise on a Mac. It looks like it was made for Internet Explorer and Chrome, so it works best in those browsers. But I think there are a few others that can be used as well. Once you have an EFIN and you're ready to get started, we can have you signed up and ready to go in about 24 to 48 hours. You'll enroll through our website. We'll send out a user agreement for you to sign. Once we get that back, we'll set up the software for you almost immediately, and you can get started, pretty much right away on the training. You'll also just want to submit an application through Republic Bank, and that can be done in a matter of minutes as well. I have a question here. When do we get all the bank product materials? When you sign up with Republic Bank, they will ship those to you. Generally, that's in early December. All right. Are there any other questions? Some of these are good questions, guys. Does CIT provide office setup assistance? Thank you for asking that question. Yes, CIT provides the best service in the industry. We will walk you through setting up the office. We have webinars that teach you how to set up your templates and your return defaults. We'll walk you through the conversion process, and we'll be here for you year-round. We have not, I have a question here, what's the latest that you can sign up? We have not closed enrollment yet. We do suggest that you enroll as soon as possible. There's no cost to get started. You just need to go to our website and sign up, and we can get you started. So if you've got your EFIN, don't wait. Right now, we don't have a date that we would plan to close enrollment at this point. The support hours, we have a couple layers of support. You can call directly into TaxWise. They have bilingual support there, so both English and Spanish speakers. And then you can also call us for support. There is extended hours through the tax season. I believe it's about 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. And that's Eastern time zone. Okay, and so I have about how do we get trained. And as I mentioned before, we have bi-weekly training webinars, and they are live webinars that you can participate in. So as the trainer is going through the program and creating the returns in the program, you can feel free to ask questions throughout the process so that you're up to speed on the program and how it works. Okay. And when you sign up with CIT, you will get an email list of all of our webinars so that you can register for the webinars. You'll also be able to register for the webinars from our support site as well. Yes, the past year's software are available as well. So you'll have access to all prior years that you need as well. So good question there. Are there any requirements for bank accounts for return fees? I don't believe that there are any requirements. I mean, you'll have obviously your checking or savings account. You'll list that on the Republic enrollment, and that's where they will deposit your prep fees. If you send anything through and you e-file it that doesn't go through the bank, that is the time when we would collect the $15. Otherwise, if it goes through the bank, through Republic will deduct the $15. Okay. That might be all the questions. How often do we collect the $15? Again, if it goes through Republic deducts it at the time they receive the refund. If it does not have a bank product attached, we bill on a weekly basis throughout the tax season. Okay, guys, well, I am going to, at this point, I'm going to go over to TaxWise and kind of show you some of the highlights of the program. So if you just want to hang tight here, I'm going to make a couple switches here. And I'll open this up for a few more questions after the demo as well. Slideshow. And for anybody that is familiar with the program and wants to jump off, I wanted to take a minute again to thank you for your time. What you should see now is my browser. I use Google Chrome, and I have put TaxWise login right here on my bookmark bar, so I just have to click it when I open up Chrome, and I will enter my client ID. I'll have a username and a password. Each user will have their own username and a password. And then you'll click that you're not a robot and click login. And this will bring you to the dashboard in TaxWise Online. And you'll see that there's a great tool here to search the knowledge base. Whenever you have questions, if you're new to TaxWise, I can't stress enough how resourceful this tool can be. Because basically any question that's been asked has been logged in this knowledge base. So it's a great tool to use. If you click on tax returns, you'll see a list of all of the returns that you've done. And there's many ways to filter through them. You can look at just the accepted returns, what's currently active, paper, so you can see rejected returns. You can search by any of these fields here. You can create return stages. If some of your preparers don't have rights to transmit, they just do data entry, you could create a return stage that says ready for review. And then you can filter all the ones that are ready for review and before you e-file those. If you have rights to print checks, you'll click this link here, and it will bring up a login to the online check printing portal. If you had somebody call in and you're in the middle of a return, you can easily do return query. It'll open up a new window. You can put in the social here, and it'll give you the most up-to-date information that TaxWise has on that return. From the e-filing tab, you'll submit your e-files. They'll be batched inside of the tax return when you finish it. You can print your rejects, you can do your acknowledgments, and clear the sent files. There are some reports available for the admin and super users. Some of these are getting migrated to our support site, but these are going to be available for this coming tax season. And real quickly before I go into the return, I want to show you some of the setup features that you'll have in the program. Under the general settings is where you're going to put your office information. Okay, each user that you create will have this option so that they can come in and they can put their prepare ID and prepare information in there. You can create return templates. So basically, you can answer every question in TaxWise to the most common answer for your particular clientele. And then once you've filled those out, you can save them and you can assign them to your users. So you can assign those templates to your users that way. Let's see here. Now go back to settings. You can, of course, custom create your own client letters. You can have unlimited users in the program. So when you need to create a user, you'll just go up to the settings and then come down to click on manage users and create a new user. And here you'll give them the rights that you want them to have. So you can keep them from printing checks, or you can keep them from transmitting. You have a lot of flexibility here to create users, and again, it's unlimited users. You can also restrict IP addresses, and this is a nice feature if you don't want your preparers logging in from outside of the office. You can restrict that IP address down to your office, so it gives you a little bit more control there. Alternatively, you can let them go and prepare returns at someone's home or apartment complexes, or maybe you have a large company that has lots of employees and you want to put a preparer in their break room. You have a lot of flexibility with the TaxWise online program. Close that. And that's it for most of the settings. I'm going to go back to the tax return and just show you some of the features that we think are real special. When you go to start a new return, and you'll use this link right here, and it's going to ask you to enter the Social Security number twice. Once you enter that, you can go directly to the tax forms, or you can go to the interview. If they don't have a Social Security number, you'll click Apply for I-10, and it will open the return and add the W-7 to the return. Rather than doing a whole return, I wanted to show you when that was mostly done. So I'm going to click on this return, and it'll open it up. If I would have started this return in the interview mode, it would look like this. And it's very much like a TurboTax-like program. It will help you if you have temporary help or seasonal help that's not real well versed in tax. This is a great tool to be able to use. It'll just ask them the questions, who their, what their filing statuses are, their names and date of birth and socials, all the questions that you would normally ask, and just enter right onto the forms. It provides you in an interview mode, just to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so and you'll basically just click next all the way through these and enter the information. And when you click finish, you'll click finish, and it'll take you right to the forms. It'll just bounce you right here, and everything that you've entered into the interview will populate into the forms. So here you'll see the main information sheet. This is where you gather all the demographic information for a particular client. It's their name, it's their social, their date of birth, their address, their phone numbers, their filing status. If they have any dependents, you'll list dependents here. I have that this client had a Georgia state return, so I've added Georgia, and I have it set up for bank products through Republic. You can default all of these questions that are answered the same every time in the templates, which I showed you a little bit earlier. A nice feature that we have here is when I click on this form, if you'll notice there are color coordinations here. If it's showing in green, it means that all the information that's required to e-file is good to go. If it has a red exclamation point, there's required information there that's not present. So if I click on that form and I click Control-E, it'll take me to the issue. And it's asking, did I itemize deductions last year? I'm just going to say no. And I hit Control-E, and we'll see that that red exclamation point went to a green check mark. And so once you finish the interview, you can come in here and quickly get through any issues that there is a diagnostic error for. So again, I hit Control-E on this W-2, and it's asking, there's no EIN listed. So if I put something I've typed in before, it's going to automatically populate that company's information. And we see that the W-2 went to a blue check mark or green check mark. And you'll notice that I put the state income just at the bottom of the W-2. And so what you'll do in TaxWise then is you'll work your way down through the red and make sure you get all the issues, any reject errors out of the return. Here I see that I haven't had the taxpayer consent to the bank product, so it's going to ask for their PIN, and I'll just type it right in, and Control-E will take me over to the date, and we'll put 11/14/2017. And then we see that we want to grant consent. And then it goes to a green check mark. On the price sheet, this is something that you'll set up in the templates. You can come in here and you can charge by form if you wish. You can charge a flat fee just by putting whatever you want to charge into 1040. And then you can also put here any charges that you may want to charge for the bank product. If you charge to do the bank application and to print out the check and to take all those calls, if you want to put something on the price sheet, you can certainly put it in the other section. You, again, are able to charge what you want to charge. We're just going to deduct the $15. From here, the bank application is similar to what you are probably used to. You're going to see with this refund, it gives me options here. If no bank product, if I want the easy advance, I could apply. Well, in this case, the refund amount's not enough. But I can choose whether it's just an RT, a direct deposit, a card, or direct to cash. And I'm just going to put that as a check. And if the customer, if asking if do I want to send a text message to the customer, if I say yes, I need to put the phone number in there. And we just kind of work our way through all these required information. I'm not going to do it all because it's pretty self-explanatory. But once we get all of this read out of the forms, then we will run diagnostics. If there's a form in this return that you need and you don't have, we can click this little add sign and type in whatever form it is. So if I need a Schedule C, if I type in C, it'll allow me to add the Schedule C just by clicking on it, and I enter right onto the form. Okay. So this is where we go to add any forms that we need. This is where we go to print a return. The vault, I mentioned that you can take pictures of all the supporting documents, and it's easy to do. You'll just click on the vault here, and you'll take a photo. And I'm working on a template, so you're going to see the back of my computer. But basically, you can snap photos of any document that they bring in and save it right to the return. So not only do you have access to your database from anywhere, you have access to all the supporting documents that apply to that return, again, from anywhere. I can add notes to any return just by clicking on this client notes and typing in the notes and adding it. Again, you can switch back and forth to the interview. Once you're finished with the return, if you run diagnostics, it's going to give you errors, right? All these red errors that we didn't finish, it's going to give us a hyperlink to that error. It's going to take me so I can fix it. When I finish through all of these, it'll give me a warning if I've overridden or estimated anything. And then once I fix these issues, there'll be a button here that'll allow me to create the e-file. And then I'll be finished with the return. And I can save and close it. That's kind of it in a nutshell, and we will have some more in-depth training for the program, but I wanted to give you guys at least a chance to take a look at the program so that you can get a good look for it. What I would suggest is also going to YouTube and going to our YouTube channel. Can't get enough of me, right? And there's several different webinars here that we've done that are very in-depth and taking you through a proper return. At this point, I'm going to kind of wrap this up. I tried to keep it under 30 minutes. I've gone a little bit over. But I wanted to thank you guys again for taking the time to listen to what we have to offer. We're excited about what's happening here at CIT, and we hope you'll be a part of it. It looks like there's if you're still hanging on, there are a few questions here that I want to kind of get to. It says, so we would collect our fees as normal without a bank product. You can collect your fees as normal. It doesn't have to go through the bank. If it goes through the bank, there's no additional charge, and Republic will deduct the $15. If you just want to send a straight e-file, if you're doing a corporation or a partnership and there's no bank product to attach, that's when we're going to bill you the $15 on a weekly basis throughout the tax season. Do all returns count towards Republic Bank products? Or is it only the $15 fee on some? It's a per return charge. We almost don't distinguish between bank products. It's a free service to all of our clients. The charge that we have is $15 per return. Okay. There is no maximum number of users or computers. If you choose the desktop program, you can network it, and it's unlimited network. TaxWise Online, you can have 100 users if you want 100 users. We don't limit you to users. We want to be here to help you guys do as many returns as possible. Let's see. There are several shortcuts in TaxWise, and you can go up to the help menu and print out a list of shortcuts that will really help you move through the program very quickly. Between the shortcut keys and the return templates or defaults, you can really move through this program very quickly. I have multiple preparers that do over 1,000 returns themselves in this program. And remember also, when you're coming from another software, our conversion will put all that data into the return. So you're just going to be updating income information for 2017 for returning clients. We can, for most softwares, we can convert that data over for you. There is a training and practice mode. You can actually transmit returns to the training filing center in TaxWise and actually get rejects to process. So yes, you can go through the entire training process with TaxWise. Yes, you can use, is there a taxpayer PIN? Absolutely. On the main information sheet, I didn't show it, you can use a taxpayer PIN or the prior year's AGI, which will populate if we've been able to convert all your data over. All right, guys, well, that's all the questions I see now. Thanks again so much for your time, and I hope that you'll join our group of EROs. We're happy to have you. Thanks a lot.